Hello again, everybody. We're back from Mario Strikers Battle League. This is actually I would say, hard-fought 1v2 where I am the one. You guys, this came from Season 1. We were in the top 26 teams. Yeah, no, I can't say we were in the top 25 because we got spot 26. So at this point, I guess we were only like 2 or 3 days into season when this was recorded, but now I'm going to go ahead and go in after the fact. That's not obvious. So, like we say, this Kurahi, maybe it's just Kurahi, that's their team name, and we are the task force, and when I say we, it's just me. Like I said, I am the one. So that Waluigi build, we've done a video on that. If you want to see it, it's our defense wall Luigi build, wall emphasis, right? And this is playing with sort of like your 2 scorers, Rosalina the captain, Yoshi, but we also have Bowser, just sort of for the big body is going to be 1. You're going to get a little bit of extra defense, some of that strength. Or while Luigi has the strength and speed, this Bowser actually has some speed added. So Bowser's just kind of that more all-around defense for our team with that sort of minimal gear build right there. But anyway, it's one of these matches. I said it at the beginning, but really hard fought. You know, it's like they definitely have me on the run. And so their team is sort of comprised in a similar way to mine, but really 2 tanky characters instead of just 2 like massive strength or whatever from gear builds. You know, it's that they've got that Donkey Kong right there. It has a little bit of turbo, so we know he's going to move a little bit faster, and the same is going to go to their Bowser right there as well. So plenty of shots on goal from me, but certainly none of them getting in at this point, and they've been doing really good at getting the items right here. So like this is a team that they're not especially disciplined, but they're like just heavy on the tackles. So if it isn't clear, like you've definitely been seeing them tackle me like crazy, and it just sort of leaves me in a position where I have to continually pass. The thing that I could do better certainly is just that I should be dodging more, right? Like I am not good at dodging in this game at all. It just wasn't really part of my vocabulary. At least at the time that this was recorded, I can happily say that I have improved a little bit on it since the time of the recording. So that's the good news. Maybe it would be very different playing up against this team today, but still, that's what you're going to see. And that is a viable strategy, right? It's like we do have to pass, and it's always this lob pass. Like if you're trying to, there it goes. I mean, that was a different example, but I used the dash button. If you have anything just basically on the ground with a team that's like this, they're not only big with their 2 tanky members, so that's like body mass just physically like in your way, but they're big on the tackles clearly, and there they go. They're getting like all the items, they're getting the orbs and stuff. As a 2-man team, they're a little bit more situated to easily get those against me, you know? Like I have to be shuffling everywhere, so I'm going to throw out the banana. We're really trying to get that first score. It would feel so much better if we were at least up by even 1 point. You know, they keep getting these orbs, they keep getting the items, they keep shutting me down everywhere, and so look at this. I'm trying long shots, I'm trying semi-close shots, but nothing really close, like nothing right near the box. And so you're going to see them. There we go. I'm just like trying to put on this pressure, right? You notice that even with this, like I can't get the deflections either. So when you have a team like this, again, we've already discussed the passing, but like the dodging would have really helped me out. But you also really want to get those items. So look, they are going to go ahead and get that first goal of the match right there with their DK. And this is frustrating. Of course, they're going to watch it. It's the DK dance. So I think like most people, if they're going to watch something from the captains, they're going to watch the DK one, right? It's the DK dance. I mean, but still, terrible, terrible sportsmanship. The only time I make the other team watch stuff is if they've done it to me, you know what I mean? So they're trying a team tackle. It wasn't especially disciplined there, you know, it's just sort of a team tackle for the sake of it. Like, that's okay. It's just you obviously want those to hit. Who doesn't? So they have an orb right now. They are just kind of playing with it, though. You would think they would have dodged me right there, maybe passed it off or something, because I was definitely putting the pressure on. So here we go. We actually have the opportunity right now. There it is. And the deflection as well, not going in, right? So I did have a green shell, but I've kind of noticed, especially at this point, I can remember me playing right there. I completely misused the green shell, so it's actually going to sort of go against what I'm saying. Maybe that's like a commentator's curse right here, where things are just happening every 10 seconds and I can't get to it quick enough. But basically, I was just thinking like, yeah, it's been really hard to get a word in edgewise, but metaphorically here for the game. But then there we go. We're going to get the perfect Hyper Strike, ladies and gentlemen. Double blues. This is what it was all about, was saving my items for those kinds of moments. That's finally the point that I was trying to get to, is I really wanted to save items, at least just a little bit more, be like slightly more conservative with those for when the Hyper Strike comes, or even if it would have just been like a fully charged goal or something like that, we would have had to maybe take Rosalina, get the perfect shot. We don't mean like a figurative perfect shot. I mean the actual literal term in the game, perfect shot, right? So they're just going to immediately come back with that. Luigi evens it up. It's like, you see how hard I'm trying right here? I feel like, you know, I'm taking like all these amazing shots, long shots, close shots, mid shots, deflections and everything, and their boom boom is just a Chad, whereas mine is like, I'm just going to let this go in, okay? Okay, so we got the Beta Boom Boom, they got the Chad Boom Boom. That obviously makes this very different. You know, it would have been great to have the lead on them. It wouldn't have been a comfortable lead, but it would have been there. 30 seconds on the clock approximately, so here, let's see what we can do. And right now, they are definitely keeping the edge. You know, this is terrifying, right? So some of this is me playing badly, and then some of this is them maybe having a leg to stand on. Again, I don't think of them as especially disciplined. So what we mean by discipline is like, are you actually making your tackles with more of an effort, or are you just kind of tackling directly on? Because there we go, we finally break through. It's those passes, it's those more disciplined techniques. This was an exact example of like being a little bit more disciplined. You play the long game, even though these games are pretty short in general. And so they have the Hyper Strike, but I've got the red shell right here, so we're gonna go ahead and just use that right off the bat, because we don't want them to get this, definitely. But it's what I've been saying, you know, their tackles are especially not disciplined. You know, they're just kind of chasing after the person with the ball, or they're just using it at a time that was not really useful. They might be giving somebody a womp who's not even relevant. And aside from that, you know, there weren't too many dodges on their part. So by disciplined game, I think you guys get the picture I'm trying to paint, right? So that's how you do it. Please feel free to click an end screen on screen. A lot of these match analyses or commentary, I try to just give you guys tips for various scenarios, because you can just take on so many different types of people. I'll catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.